Hello, I'm Helga Henry, and today on the Creative Shift vlog, we're going to talk about the 5 P's of presentation. And no, one of them definitely isn't PowerPoint. So, when I like to think about coaching or working with people on their presentation skills, I break it down into what I call the 5 P's. And the first of those is preparation. So some of the things to think about in presentation aren't how quickly can I get my slide deck made, but actually to take a step back and think about the purpose and context of this presentation. Why am I doing it? What's my call to action? And most importantly, what do I want my audience to think, feel, or do as a result of making this presentation? That's where you start. If you're really clear about your objectives, you can then work backwards to work out the best way to achieve those stated goals. Very often, all of that is taken as read. I'd even go so far as to say, one question you could ask yourself is, do I need to make a presentation at all? As in, if I'm going to go to the time and trouble of creating a presentation, how can I make it the most effective possible? And if it's just to impart information, could that be done in a different way, more effectively? The second P is what I call production, and that is in a number of ways. It's actually about the size of the venue, audibility, visibility. Think about those sorts of things. An audience, it might sound obvious, but an audience needs to see and hear you for them to be comfortable and to make the most of what you're saying. If you're not audible in the room, think about getting amplification. If people can't see you, stand higher up. Rule of thumb, if there's 5 people, if people are standing 5 deep, you need to be 1 foot up in the air. Another 5 rows, another foot. So, if you're in a crowded room and you're at floor level and there's more than 5 rows of people, stand on a chair. Be visible. It makes you audible. If you're relying on technology, and it is okay to use a PowerPoint deck, just make sure it's working and that you've tested it. All of those production values are what's going to really help sell your content. So don't sell them short. This is a time to think about props as well. If you're going to use props, make sure they can be seen or pass them round. So think about some of the sort of physical production values of your presentation. And that's the next P. So the next P is posture. So much of your presentation when you speak is actually about your breath. Your voice is just vibrating of breath. Having an erect posture, knowing how to breathe, can all massively help your performance in presentation. If you do a presentation skills training with Creative Shift, you actually get to work with a working voiceover artist or actor, and we do a proper vocal warm-up. It's enormously powerful. Learning how to use your voice like an instrument can just massively increase the quality of your presentations. And the warm-up activity is also incredibly calming. You need a certain level of nerves to do a presentation, but you don't need a crippling level of nerves. We teach physical mastery over those nerves. If you think about your posture, it grows confidence, it gives you more versatility in your voice, and it really sets you up to do the best possible job. The next P is for the presentation itself. And by this I mean its structure, how you're going to tell your story, and also some of the things you can do to really bring the presentation to life. There's an old saying, a military saying, tell them what you're going to tell them what you told them. And that's a great working structure for any type of presentation. I mentioned before about if you had detail to deliver. My colleague Andy Bass says, don't deliver detail, that's the postman's job. If you think about your call to action and work back, what is it you want to inspire the listener to do? If it's detail, I suggest putting all that in a separate information pack or on a website, and then your job in the presentation is to inspire people to want to delve into that detail. Don't try and do it in the presentation. It often gets too cumbersome, just doesn't work. The final P is performance. Like it or not, it's showtime, folks. Bring to the performance of your presentation a level of energy, and your audience will find that contagious. Just remember why you're doing it. If you're going to thank people, just stay present to the feelings of gratitude that you have. If you're going to welcome people, be the welcome, be welcoming as you speak. You'll find it translates into your voice, into your gesture, even into the way you're standing. We all know that just as powerful as what you say is the way you say it. And if you remember those elements in performance, like actors do, you'll be 10 times more effective than if you're simply rooted to the spot with nerves, saying words. So there you have it. That's the kind of basic spine of the Creative Shift presentation skills course. We run through the 5 Ps. Think about your preparation. Think about the production values. Really look at your posture. Structure your presentation so that it is as effective as it can be. And then don't forget to perform to the best of your ability. And we can give you the skills and tools to do that. I hope you found this useful. Stay tuned for more on the Creative Shift vlog, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.